Hi guys, just trying to figure out how to go live on YouTube. I'm thinking about scrapbooking, but I am kind of trying it out because I have a live scheduled with the scrap room next week and just want to kind of figure out how this all works. So it looks like I am on, but it looks like I might be. Let's see. Looks like I might be kind of upside down for you. What if we went like this? Is that better? It is not coming up live on my iPad. Just trying to kind of figure out the orientation now. If you guys have any tips and tricks, let's see. Hi, Amy. This is fun. I am just so nervous to do a live video, but I don't know. I gotta get it figured out for the scrap room next week. Now it looks like it's upside down for you, right? Camera. I gotta figure this one out. Hello, friends. Somebody help me. Is it now right side up for you? And I think I can zoom in a little bit more too. You're gonna see more of my desk than usually in my videos. Wow. All right. Well, I'm also testing it out because my internet is not super good out here. So I wanted to see if we can kind of get that figured out too. I have an extender for my Wi-Fi in the SheShed, but doesn't always work. Sometimes I can't even get the TV to work, and that's off of Wi-Fi. So this is just going to be a good test. So while I'm here, I have it scheduled in the scrap room YouTube page Tuesday the 22nd at 9 a.m. Eastern. So it's kind of what I am doing is testing it out for that. So I have these 3 photos, already scrapbooked them, of these 2 silly boys for one of their albums, but as you know, I re-scrapbook for each of them. Thank you, Amy. That makes me feel better. Like I said, I've not done lives before, so it'll be something new, but you will get a live from me every month with the Scrap Room design team. So that will be on the Scrap Room YouTube page. So let's see. I have no idea, you guys, what I'm going to scrapbook. I don't know. I I kind of want to put these down to 4x4, but I'm not sure if that will work. This is definitely an older collection, or older collections, it looks like. It is one of my favorites from Simple Stories, though. The little dude. I have a bunch of it. Actually, I need to find some of the embellishments. Let's see. There we go. I knew I had them somewhere. All right. I don't have a title in mind. I'm just winging it. Actually, these are a couple of my favorite, more masculine, the Imagine That collection, and then the Little Dude. Those are, yeah, I guess maybe my favorite, or some of my favorites, because they were one or some of the first boy collections. When I first started out, I only did layouts. I did not do any girly ones. I did not, I don't know, the first album I did for myself was my wedding album, and I did that at a crop event. And after that, I kind of just went from there. I might kind of see the progression of these. I like this green paper. I like that the bottom's ripped. I'm kind of struggling finding anything kind of in the papers. It's a bunch of scraps. Yes, they were definitely driven to sleep. They fall asleep so fast. Even now, and they are 9 and 11. We'll get in the car and they are out. And it's just kind of funny because we started here and then we fell a little bit more and then we completely zonked out. You know what? I think we could bring in some of that. We could do a flag. Again, I have just a whole bunch of random embellishments for this collection left. I did one off camera during an International Scrapbooking Day using this one, and I used up a bunch of, oh, look at it. Ha, there's a car. That'll be perfect. But it used up a whole bunch of random embellishments. So we're just going to commit to this green paper and go from there. Sometimes that's just what you got to do. A lot of times when I sit down to do my videos, I have at least an idea. I like to sketch my layouts out ahead of time. There's not often that I go in like this where I'm blind, kind of. So yeah, we're just gonna do this one together. Oh, I like that orange. We might use some of that too. So let's trim this down. And we might get interrupted by the kids. I don't know. I didn't tell them, nor did I tell my husband I was gonna do a live. It kind of was a spur of the moment idea. So we will see. It's kind of cold and rainy here. So it's kind of the perfect day to scrapbook, in my opinion. I've been feeling guilty when it's nice and sunny and hot, hanging out in the SheShed. So I do enjoy days like today. I wouldn't want it all summer long by any means, but it's been nice to get out here and not feel guilty. Because what else am I gonna do? I'm not gonna go hang out outside. All right, I do have a question for you guys too, because like I said, this is a test for next week. How is kind of the visual, I guess, for you? Is it blurry or is it clear? Does it look like, I guess, the internet is okay? I'm excited for the scrap room. I'm just gonna do a little plug because it's been so fun. If you guys don't know what the scrap room is, each month, flavors of the month kit at least, you get like a sampling of 4 different, we're just gonna leave that, it's so crooked, 4 different collections. So it's been nice to kind of play with different collections. Buying, but can't seem to commit to, and I don't know why these are off, but so I actually have August kit, you guys, and I can't tell you what's in there, but I have been so excited to play with those kits. The scrap room also has add-on kits as well. The internet is lagging. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So I think right now I'm on Wi-Fi. I almost wonder if go off of Wi-Fi, if it wouldn't be better. but I don't want to interrupt this to do that. So thank you, Amy, for responding. And thank you, Scrap with Penny, as well. I have it pulled up on my iPad so I can see your guys' comments. So to me, it looked a little bit blurry too, but again, my iPad's on the same internet, so it was hard for me to tell if it was just because my iPad kind of stinks as well, or if it was the actual stream. So I don't know, maybe you guys will get a second live video this weekend. I think Saturday might be a little bit rainy. So maybe you guys will get a second, and I will try it maybe without internet. So I appreciate your guys' feedback. Is this something that you would want me to do more often? It's not, I've kind of thought about it, but haven't known how to do it. But now that I kind of have to figure it out for the scrap room, maybe it is something that I do more often, because it is kind of fun to interact with you guys in real time. So yeah, maybe I will continue this one on Wi-Fi, and then that's crooked. Maybe Saturday I'll do another one off of Wi-Fi. We live way out in the country, so I don't know. I do usually have some part of 5G when I'm off of Wi-Fi. If I'm not in the house. If I'm in the house, good luck. We have a metal roof and you get no internet service. So my SheShed is, oh, how far would you say? I don't know. I see the side of the house. It is pretty close to the house, but the SheShed does not have a metal roof, so I should be okay with yeah, just like my 5G. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe we'll try another one on Saturday and see. All right, so just creating and talking and jabbering about everything else but what I'm creating. I like using scrap pieces for layering pieces because you can make them look bigger than they actually are. So I even have all of this left because I just cut a strip down and even cut it down more. So I still have some of this. And then I think I'm going to use this orange. And I didn't want real big, but I like adding pieces. If I lay photos flat on the page, I like separating pieces. Yes. Oh man, I actually love being out in the middle of the woods. My kids, the ages they are, and seeing their friends in town are starting not to like it because it is difficult with kids to keep them entertained maybe when we're so far out. Our closest friend, and this is actually really close for where we live in regards to where we go to school, but it's probably 3 miles away. And again, that's really good for where we live. It is a good, probably at least 15-minute drive into town. We do school of choice though. So there is a bus that goes by, but we choose to drive our kids to a bigger school. And my oldest just told me that he wants to move to town and move to his friend's neighborhood. So yes, Penny, Wi-Fi. Yeah, we can't call from in the house if we are not on the Wi-Fi. You would have to walk outside. So yeah, I completely understand with the whole Wi-Fi. We actually have a generator So it's really nice that we have that because we do lose power often out here. Um, and I don't know, I've mentioned that I live in Michigan, and this spring we had a major ice storm. Um, and people were without power 10 plus days, and my kids just had it so, they were so lucky. They didn't power, internet, with life as normal. So, yep, we are blessed to have that. Look, all I kind of want that as my title. You guys, it's gonna bug me that these are not flush. It was either being crooked or not flush, and I picked this one, and now it's driving me nuts. So we have Dream. We're gonna use that. And I don't think I have any of the other sticker sheets. So let's see if we can intermix any of these. Oh, that is just the brads. Yeah, the friend that he wants to move next, we call them frenemies. There's been a note in their chart at school to not put them in the same class since they were in preschool. So there's that. Um, yeah, but that's who he wants to go move by. So, you know, they are friends. He just came over last week. They play ball together. It is what it is. And I love their family. I actually worked with the kid's mom for quite a while. Um, she's a PA and I was a nurse. So I've actually known her since before the boys were born, and those boys are actually 2 weeks apart. So they are very close in age, but they are definitely frenemies. All right, I'm not seeing anything in that one I want to use. There's another car. Maybe we could bring in this car. I just don't want the Dream by itself. Even though it's probably going to be the title, I will use up all of the cars I can. Like I said, I've had this forever. Our local scrapbook store that went out of business within the last year usually would have the papers. And so every time I'd go, I would stock up on more paper because it seemed like I had a bunch of embellishments. Well, we were drinking the same water, except I don't know if we were even living. I started working with her when I was already pregnant. It was just by chance. But yes, agree. Those two will be doing a 3-on-3 basketball tournament together this weekend. So that is Sunday. I'm excited. I always wanted a girl, and I'm so blessed with boys now. I can't imagine having girls. I would have been happy. I know I would have. I would have been happy with either, but I am such a sports mom, and I don't know. Some days I feel like I need to grow up still, and so that's why I have boys, because I'm still immature myself. I don't know. But yeah. All right, let's car, and we've got another car, and I did see Erica Rose is. Oh my goodness, my husband just went live too. He's got a football. This might get real laggy, so you'll have to let me know if it is, and I will stop, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm out here, he's in the house, he had no idea I was doing this. So if it gets real laggy, let me know. But I was on Erica's design team, so I think I got the announcement the same day you guys did. It's very sad. It's hard because there's getting fewer and fewer places to buy scrapbook supplies. Like, I absolutely love a cherry on top that is my go-to because it is semi-local. I mean, I still have it shipped to me, but usually I can get it within 2 days because they're so close. Um, so it's just a shame that the like brick and mortar stores are closing. You know, Joanne, now my local one. It stinks because I love looking at product. I think maybe I even buy more when I'm in a store. So it is very sad. Erica did a class at She Loves Color last year, and that was fun. It was a different project. Actually, it's right here, so I might as well, right? Perks of being live. So this was a project that Erica put together for She Loves Color last year. So I actually do have some photos in here already. I am going back in October, and I cannot wait. I met some amazing people. I had my aunt with me, and then we got paired up with three strangers, and um, I loved my table so much. It was so fun, and we are actually going to be in the same group again. And then I met a new friend, Jenny Kay. She to me and introduced herself, and we have been talking a lot too. So she's going to be in our group this year. So it's been so fun to meet new people, meet like-minded people. I was so nervous going because I'm not social. I I don't know. I have a hard kind of putting myself out there, I guess. And I could not have been more myself at She Loves Color. My aunt was shocked. I was shocked. Um, it was just so nice being around like-minded people. And I think that just made it easier for me to be myself. Yeah, we have a couple of Big Lots. I didn't shop there often. I know the one is closed. I thought the other one was still open, but not gonna lie, after COVID and I social anxiety came back, I don't shop as much as I did beforehand. Part of that might also be at the same time I quit working as a nurse, so my income is a lot lower. I only work part-time now, so that might be, it might just go hand in hand that they happen at the same time. But I do love a good scrapbooking store. I would go there in a heartbeat. Oh, let's see. What else? We could do Love You to the Moon. I might only do these two. I might add to them. I usually like to do a cluster of 3, but this one, quite honestly, I'm just ready to have these scrapbooked. These are from years ago, and I'm trying to find my photos. After that, we have, more old photos, and I'm not motivated to scrapbook the old photos. I want to do the new photos for whatever reason. The old ones have just been sitting there for so long. Also, when I first started, would only chronological order. Um, and that I followed that for a very long time actually. Um, oh, that's gonna be on the green now. Find a different spot. Um, yeah, I followed that for a long time. I think until some family vacation. And then I couldn't wait to scrapbook that vacation. And so then I did that. And then after that, it was like, you know what? I want to scrapbook. I want to scrapbook. I don't want to have to go in chronological order. So Now it's just whatever inspires me. But I have really been trying to get through the older photos. I just scrapbooked preschool graduation, and my youngest is going into 4th grade. So that's how far back some of these photos go. Oh, let's see. Any of these phrases. Don't think so. All right, what else does it need? Where else does it need it? Do we add in some random embellishments to use this up? I do kind of like the teepee because it's kind of, I might add that to there. And we could add another. Yeah, I was finding it kind of boring too, Penny. I think that's kind of why I just switched. It just was not motivating, not fun, I guess. Um, and it does make me so much happier just to scrapbook what I want to scrapbook. I'm finding it hard though. I have my own printer now, and I'm finding it hard to kind of figure out what I've printed or what I need to print. Um, I've been like trying to make lists kind of where I've left off, but then I have to go through the photos I have printed and the layouts that are completed, and it's just a big task. So I have definitely scrapbooked the same photos multiple times at this point because of it. Let's see what we got in here. Do these colors match? I will say these Echo Park gems are not my favorite. Oh, these are actual brads. Look at that. We need to. I think this is what I did last time is I just ripped these off. I was gonna say, I don't like these gems anyway, but the fact that these are so old that they're actual brads makes me dislike them even more. But this metal piece will break off. There's one. And then we'll add some foam tape. Yes, Amy. Sometimes I actually will scrapbook based on what collection I want to use. I'll go back and kind of find photos. It's just kind of, however I find the inspiration, that's what I'm going to do. I have been, for the Cherry and Top Weekly Sketch Challenges, going through the older photos is what I've been trying to do. That doesn't always work. Sometimes, like this week's, I think it was yesterday's layout, was a Disney layout because just that's kind of what inspired me on the sketch. So I should have to, or I'll have to try that maybe, Penny, once I get caught up, if I ever get caught up. The problem is the SheShed doesn't have heat or air conditioning. I have an air conditioner, and I worry that my ink, either if I left it out here in the winter, would freeze and not work.